Vayishma Yisro Kohen Midyan Chulu, and Yisro heard, he was the Kohen of Midyan, Vishalu Ish L'Re'ehu L'Shalom Chulu, and each man asked their friend for peace, and so forth. They greeted each other, Moshe and Yisro. Lahavin Mashakasav Vishalu L'Shalom, to understand why they asked each other for peace. Kodem Sipur Kol Anisim, before the story of all the miracles that Moshe told Yisro, that Hashem did. Mizeh Amru Razal, Hu v'Bereshis Chachma B'Sofo. Now, on this, our sages said, and this is brought in Reshis Chachma at the end, Gadol Shalom, great is peace, Shu Kodem L'Shivcho Shel HaKadosh Baruch Hu, that it comes first before the praise of the Holy One, blessed be He. Shechein Matzinu B'Moshe, that this is what we find by Moshe, Kesheba Yisro Eitzel Moshe Rabbeinu Olav Shalom, that when Yisro came to Moshe Rabbeinu Olav Shalom, Lo Pasach Lo B'Yitzias Mitzrayim, V'lo B'Kriyas Yam Suf Chulu, that they didn't begin not with the going out of Mitzrayim and not with the splitting of the Sea of Reeds, and so forth. Ela B'Shalom, only with peace. Shenema V'Shaluchu, like it says that they asked each other for peace. And we need to understand there are times when we find the opposite. That our sages said, that anybody who says shalom to his friend before they davened, it's as if they've made them into a bama. And I guess the implication is that it's a bama for avodah zarah. Shenemar chidlu lachem min ha'adam chulu, like it says, stay away from man and so forth. Ki bamen nechshav. So the drasha is don't read it bama, read it bama. Peter Rashi, and Rashi explains kishiyesh lachem la'asuk b'kavod makom, that when it's time to be involved in the honor of the omnipresent, al tisasku b'kavod adam chulu, do not be involved with the honor of man and so forth. V'im kein hachinami, and if so, here too, afal gav the lav esat tfilahu, even though it's not a time of prayer, hayalahem nis asek b'kavod makom tchila, they should have been involved first with the honor of the omnipresent tchila first, b'riboy haniflos asher heichel Hashem, with the many wonders that Hashem had done. Az laharos es godlo v'yado achazaka chulu. B'riboy haniflos asher heichel Hashem az, with those many miracles that Hashem had done then, laharos es godlo v'yado achazaka chulu, to show His greatness and His strong hand and so forth. The pirsumi nisa bidna that the spreading of a miracle and in its time is greater than the time of prayer and so forth. If so how much more so they shouldn't preface the honor of man to it. And in order to understand all this, we should first preface what's brought in Zohar HaKadosh in the beginning of this Parsha, Daf Samech Zayin Amud Beis, Shechidei Sheyihi Matan Torah, that in order for there to be the giving of the Torah, Hayatzarech Lios Tchila Sheyode Yisro first had to admit Ve'yomer Baruch Hashem Chulu, and say that Hashem is great and so forth. Ata Yodati Ki God Lovaya Chulu, and that now I know that Hashem is great and so forth. Kedei Nistalek. And then the Holy One, blessed be He, was exalted in His honor above all, above and below, and to the point where the Holy One, blessed be He, went up in His honor, Kad Odin Elokakame Hainu Parov Yisro and Sham, until other Elohim acknowledged in front of him, that is Parwin Yisro both acknowledged Hashem that greatened the honor of Hashem. That until then, V'adis talakut sh'brichu b'karei kedein odin kamei elokim kamei lo yisyahivasoraisa. So that until then the Torah was not given ad levasar da'as lo yisyahivasoraisa ad levasar da'asi Yisro ve'odi chulu, until Yisro came and acknowledged it and so forth. Kedein yahivoraisa. At that point the Torah was given. Shegam zet mu'ah ma'od, that this is also a wonder. How could the concept of the giving of the Torah to Israel, his treasured nation, be dependent upon Yisro's acknowledgement?